Somerset, Kentucky is the capital of Lake Cumberland. It is the heart and soul of this community. Your jumping off point for adventure, breweries, boutiques, festivals, and farmers markets. We were actually just here last year, but so much has happened during that time, we just had to come back. Summer in Somerset Road Trip Series starts right now. We're kicking off our road trip here to Somerset, right here at Summer Splash Water Park. I'm with Stephen Sims, the general manager. Season just underway. You have to be excited.
Oh yes, we're about 2 weeks in to the 2023 season. It's hard to believe it's time again, but before you blink once or twice and the season will be over. It goes that fast. Once you open the gates, you hear all these people coming in and things like that. You get ready for it. And then before you turn around twice, it's over. And then it seems like it's next year we're already starting to plan for and things like that again. So.
This is so great to kind of work into your trip for people that may be traveling down here for a convention or for the lake, that when you discover everything that this water park has to offer, it's like, why wasn't I here before, right?
Right. I mean, it seems like we just continue to grow each year, which is wonderful. We had an attendance last year close to 100,000 that came through. And I mean, we're getting people that are driving up for day visits just from Nashville, Knoxville, of course Louisville, Lexington, and I mean just all over. It just amazes us where people are coming from just to come here. And of course they come here, and when they're here they realize they don't have to worry about a whole lot. We're all enclosed basically. There's basically one way in, one way out. And parents just come and families just come and let their kids kind of roam free for the most part. And they know they are either in the orange section, the green section, or the blue section. And the kids know where they're at whenever they're lost or it's time to eat or anything like that.
Yeah.
They know exactly where their parents are at. And so that's one of the biggest things that we hear that people love about this place is just it's small enough but big enough at the same time, I guess is the best way to put it.
It's just the right size.
Yes.
And you have a variety of things, I think, for all ages. Kind of take us around the park with what you have.
We've got everything from, for the tiny tots to the, I don't know, let's say,
more adventurous.
There you go. That's probably the best way to put it. But we've got everything from a wading pool to a kiddie play. We've got a wave pool. We've also got 3 body slides. We've got a tube slide, a speed slide, and a bowl slide. And at one point in time, which I think we're still there, the largest lazy river in Kentucky.
Is that right?
When it was built, that was originally the largest in Kentucky at the time. So we're still one of the largest at this time. So people come in and they just grab a tube, and some people float for hours around and around.
And I've seen plenty of adults wander over to where that little kid zone is with the big bucket that dumps over. Is that a real popular gathering place?
Oh, it is. Everybody calls it the bucket.
The bucket.
Yeah, you know where they're at. They're like, we're over by the bucket. And you know how big it is just by the how they emphasize it.
That, or when that bucket drops, you can hear it.
Exactly.
You hear it all the way around the park.
It drops about 300 gallons of water every time it empties. So it just washes everybody away, basically.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about kind of how it's laid out, because I love these great big umbrellas that you have. Like I feel like there's always there's a sunny spot, but there's these great big areas in the shade too.
Oh, for sure.
Where you can have a big group if you have it coming with a group.
We basically, as you walk in, you see a lot of the kiddie play area, and around them, like you said, we've got these big funbrellas, they're called.
Funbrellas.
And you can fit 8, 10, I've seen 12, 14, depending on how close everybody is.
Yeah.
Of course, in the family, they're all scrunched under there. And of course, if you're not here to begin with, or you can't find it throughout the course of the day, we always have the cabanas that we rent and sell and things, or rent for the day. We've got them for both small, medium, and large. They hold anywhere from 4 to 8 people easily. And so one of the ways to get those, of course, I would buy them early and reserve them online, because they do sell out quick. I think we're probably down to 1 or 2, maybe even for this weekend coming up already.
Yeah.
And so people are planning their trips to the water park, their daycations, I guess you would call them, because like I said, more and more people are just coming here and spending the day, and then they're leaving. So.
I find too that a lot of people, they're watching their money, or they want to find a place that's close enough to home, a short kind of drive where the whole family can have a good time.
Yes.
You guys have really great price points.
Oh, we do. And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on, honestly, to be able to do what we do, and at the price point I want to say on the weekends now it's $20.95, so it's still under $21 for the whole day. You come in at 11, we open, and you can stay till 7. And then, of course, after 4 o'clock, we cut the price, and it's $14.50 from 4 to 7. So that 3 hours, that's plenty of time for most people if they don't want to stay all day.
Do your hours stay the same all summer, or do they change a little bit?
Actually, they pretty much stay all summer.
Okay.
We go Memorial Day to Labor Day, and of course, it stays 11 to 7 up until the local schools go back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to have our lifeguards and staff, and they're all high school age pretty much. That we hire 15 to 22, 23-year-olds.
Yeah.
So usually when I have them, or they start on in the first year, then I've got them all the way through. So
you're lucky you have them all summer long, right?
I'm
all right,
hoping.
well, don't go too far, because I know coming up we're going to
Sounds
step
great.
and try out the food and all the new items that you have up at the Cabana area. So to get started, to check out their hours, their days of operation, of course those prices, and reserve your Cabana today, all you have to do is go to summersplash.com.
Coming up, we are exploring all the festivals, music, food, and fun that is coming to Somerset this summer. Stay with us.
Hometown Proud Somerset on Great Day Live is sponsored by Summer Splash Water Park.